Alex, we're 3 games into the season, 2 draws and a win in the FA Cup. How can you describe the start of the season?
Ooh, positive, definitely positive from a performance perspective. Frustrating in a sense that we're not 6 points on the board. But I thought the FA Cup game was where we sort of really sort of begun to click, and you could see sort of the relationships that we've been working on really come to fruition. So yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with where we're at, but I'd have been much happier if we had 4 or 6 points on the board.
Great Yarmouth on Saturday. I know you touched on it on Saturday. What can you hope to get out of the game?
Yeah, well, it'll be tough. They obviously got promoted last season. They've started the season really well, and it's a tough place to go, and we've got to be right at it if we're going to take anything away from there. Um, Long way to go as well, but it's a positive that we're getting it out the way earlier on in the season. But and it will give us a good opportunity to be able to see exactly what they're like ahead of the FA Vars in a couple of 3 weeks' time.
We sat here a couple of weeks ago with a much different squad to what you have now. How do you feel the new players have gelled into the squad?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's had to be change. It was needed. And we've got really good depth with with the squad, and there's a lot of players that deserve to be in the squad that are currently not, and not really getting much of a sniff, which is is right because the players that are playing are doing really well, and they're doing what's asked of them. But there's a lot of competition there, which is really important. There are a couple of lads. The few of them played for the 23s last night to sort of up minutes, and get that opportunity to play games. And there's a couple of lads that have gone elsewhere, to go and get some valuable minutes. So we're managing the squad the best that we possibly can, and we want to be able to be in a position where we can sort of, when needed, call upon certain individuals, and when they sort of perform, they'll keep the shirt.
Halston in the next round of the cup after our emphatic win a couple of days ago. How do you feel about that draw, and what do you hope to get out of the competition this season?
Yeah, well, I think firstly, if we had looked at the draw, the Mildenhall game, a lot of people would have written us off, um, and and that was always going to be a difficult tie. We've got through that difficult tie now, and Harleston will be absolutely no easier, than what we faced against Mildenhall. We've seen Harleston already this season, obviously with them coming to his first game of the season, and Danny will always have a really good structure and a robust team, that can threaten, and they did do, and they will do. So we're going to have to be really good, when we come up against them to get into the next round, and it's just taking each game as it comes, and yeah, and just trying to get that next win in the FA Cup to then take us to the next round. And but before that, we've got two really important league fixtures, um, two more really tough games, and there's no easy game in this league. There's and we've certainly been met with the harder fixtures, early doors, but that's a positive from where I see, because we're playing against the sides that will be up and around the top end of the division. So looking forward to making sure that we try and take the maximum out of Great Yarmouth and Thetford before then entertaining Harleston.
8 goals in 3 games. It's been a great start to the season for goal scoring standards. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, well, I think it should be more, but we're in a really good place in the sense that we're producing a lot of opportunities, which is massively positive. And I said to the players after the Lakenheath game that we will score goals the with the chances that we're producing for the players that we've got in the building. So, um, the 4 goals, scoring 4 goals against the Mildenhall doesn't surprise me one bit, and we can do that on a more consistent basis. We want to be entertaining. We want people to be able to come and enjoy watching Surrey Town Football Club, and I think that is the sort of the pillar to everything that we're doing at this current point in time.
Super. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.